How's it? I'm Christo, and welcome to the Diamond Cornerstone. A little change of scenery, slight echo in this room. But today I'd like to speak about vacuum. Now, we've looked at triangulation, giving us a point, and the diamond as a square gives us strength. So, classic YouTube, like, subscribe, share, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but so the thing is, if we look at politics, economics, physical, and social, and we take out politics, we actually have a socio-economic system within a context, which is geography, physical environment. The problem with state always, as politics, is we set up laws, and then these laws actually transcend or move from one governmental system or one administration to the next administration. The problem that I foresee or have noticed is that if we take something like the French Revolution, we went from a king to Napoleon, and Napoleon, through years, suddenly was an emperor. So we didn't change how we're thinking politically. It's linear, random, separate competition, conflict. China had the same thing. They went from a single emperor and then they went to communism, but they kept the same mental model. Likewise, to the United States in 1776 and the revolution, they actually went from King George to a Senate, but still had the same linear, random thinking model. South Africa, we went from the African, at least from the National Party, for 33 years, and now we're under the African National Congress, 31 years. The thing is, if the laws don't change and our thinking doesn't change, then the bureaucrats actually keep it going. They keep the momentum of the previous administration, so to say, in place. And they keep continuity, aka the wrong line of thinking. Our world has changed. That's a fact. COVID and the era of 2019 to 2023, 24 has put a whole new spin on our connectivity, our governance. Personally, I am of the opinion that government is there, or politics is there to maintain not so much the social fabric, because that's what society does, but maintains the infrastructure, the roads, the water, electricity, so that the people can play. I think it's libertarianism. So liberty and freedom belongs to the people, whereas government provides the basic infrastructure. Some things have higher expenses, so the government has to invest there, aka things like the education system. We have to upskill our people and build not so much a hierarchy of income triangle, but a diamond with a major middle class. And to keep social fabric actually, or infrastructure, alive and developing and progressive, we've got to have our engineers, our bricklayers, our plumbers, our glazers, our roofing guys. And that's on a building. But with that comes the social fabric of arts and culture and sport. And then there's economic exchange. And I like the word exchange more because that can also include bartering and transfer of service, transfer of beyond money. Because money is just, according to me, a representation of energy, the energy I put in. Then it gets transferred and exchanged. So moving it into a diamond, we can actually see the balance between, okay, and then obviously the physical environment is property rights. You have the right to own property. Okay, the irony here is it's real estate, and real estate means the country belongs to the royal. It's actually very scary if you think about it that way. But, and borders and boundaries are necessary. We have emotional boundaries and we have space boundaries, but likewise property boundaries keep us in honor of the neighbor, in respect to, in loyalty to the community. That's why it's very nice when you actually look at things like sport, is we support a team. It's actually kind of funny because originally the team was representation of the people in the community. But then they started buying players and things like that. So then people come in from outside. So sports maybe not a very good plan. But if you look at national leagues, so to say, or national sports like the Six Nations, it's the English, and you have to be a Englishman to play for England side. You have to be a Welshman to play for Wales. You've got to be a Scotsman to play for Scotland. You've got to be Irish to play for Ireland. So there, it's representation of the people of that, and then they play within this ethos of the sport of that country. So sport is a very nice, okay, but sport's a little bit easier than, let's say, structural engineering. Passing a ball backwards or kicking a ball is a whole lot easier than, let's say, doing a moments round a point in structural engineering. Running a mine, building a dam. But there it's just more diamonds working together. In a sport, we can actually see it's got a set time limit, 80 minutes or 90 minutes, divided into halves or quarters. Whereas long-term things like mining, it could be a 50-year-old mine. The mine goes, but with that there's going to be personnel changes and community development around the mine, town development, water needs. By default, there's going to be a crime element as well, which safety and security has to be managed. But you can see how all the diamonds interlock. And with that, we have to watch how we think, because the policies of 10 years ago, 20 years, 50 years ago might not be applicable anymore. We keep making laws, but at which point does the law actually get reviewed and maybe even just taken away? So with, like they say, South Africa's example, we've had 31 years now where we were actually, the first couple of years was built on the momentum of the previous 33 years. And that's why the decline has been progressive or systematic, let's put it that way. And it's not so much that it's systematic, it's just ignorance, incompetence, indecision, lack of direction, lack of vision, lack of the build. So I'm just like putting it out there, is without one of the quadrants or the points on the diamond, you've actually got a vacuum, and that vacuum is filled with incorrect thinking. So a little bit cryptic today, but I think you get the gist. Blessings, and welcome to the Diamond Cornerstone.